At the start of the film, we learn that 30 years ago, World War III took place, during which all nations deployed nuclear bombs. This catastrophic event destroyed Earth's ozone layer, leaving only a small amount of ozone left. As a result, most of the population has perished due to radiation and famine. The few survivors are struggling with hunger as the land is no longer fertile for farming and there is no clean water available. To survive, people kill animals for food, steal from others, and some have even turned to cannibalism. Amidst these harsh conditions, we are introduced to the main character, Eli, who has mastered the skills needed to survive over the past 30 years. He is seen walking through a forest where dust and ash fill the air. Nearby, there is a dead body with a cat beside it. When the cat growls at Eli, he swiftly shoots it with an arrow, as it will serve as his meal. After collecting the cat, Eli moves on and arrives at a house from which a foul odor is emanating. Upon investigating, he finds another dead body, the source of the smell. Eli takes the shoes off the corpse, wears them, and then prepares the cat for his meal. Eli also carries a locked book with him. He opens it and begins reading before resting for the night. He uses a music player to help him sleep, but by morning, the battery has drained. As Eli continues his journey westward the next day, he encounters a girl asking him to fix her broken hat. Eli immediately senses the presence of others and warns them to come out. A group of people emerge, surprised that Eli knew they were nearby. Eli explains that he could smell them. One man tries to steal Eli's bag, but Eli swiftly cuts the man's hand. When others attempt to attack him, Eli kills them all. The girl, witnessing this, is terrified. Eli asks her for water, and after drinking from her container, he hands it back and resumes his journey. Eventually, Eli reaches a town where he encounters many armed people, indicating that some form of security still exists there. Eli walks into a shop, and the shopkeeper immediately points a gun at him. Quick on his feet, Eli grabs the gun, aims it back, then hands it back, explaining he's just there to charge his music player's battery. The shopkeeper agrees, but asks what Eli will offer in return. Eli hands him a lighter and some tissue paper, making the shopkeeper very happy. He then asks for water, and Eli is directed to a bar nearby. Meanwhile, we see Carnegie, the city's powerful owner, surrounded by robbers who bring him a pile of books. Carnegie is searching for a specific title, but finds none, leaving him disappointed. However, when the robbers' leader presents a shampoo bottle, Carnegie's mood lifts. Such items are scarce in this world. He invites the robbers to the bar for drinks, mentioning Eli is there too. At the bar, Eli asks for water and trades some clothes for it. A cat appears, which Carnegie shoos away, only for one of the robbers to claim it as his. This sparks a fight, and Eli impressively takes on the robbers. Carnegie, observing from above, calls Eli over, praising his fighting skills and asking if he can read. Eli confirms he can, noting that educated people are rare these days. Carnegie offers him a job, but Eli declines, stating he's headed west. Carnegie insists he stay just one night to reconsider and provides him a room in the bar. Later, a woman named Cloudy arrives with food, sent to keep Eli company. He becomes angry and asks her to leave, but Cloudy warns that Carnegie will harm her if he does. Relenting, Eli allows her to stay the night. When she notices his book, she asks to see it, but he refuses and instead suggests they eat together. Eli makes Cloudy sit at the dining table and begins praying while holding her hand. He expresses gratitude to God for the meal. Cloudy is surprised. Few people pray anymore. The next morning, she joins her mother, Claudia, at the table where Carnegie is present. Cloudy says the same prayer Eli did the previous night. Carnegie is taken aback and asks Cloudy if Eli had a book. Reluctantly, she reveals she has a book and shows Carnegie a mark, which he recognizes as the Bible. He sends his men to Eli's room, but Eli has already left. Eli heads to the shopkeeper to collect his charged battery. When he exits, he finds Carnegie waiting with his men. Carnegie declares that if forced to choose between the Bible and Eli, he would kill Eli to obtain the book. Eli questions Carnegie's motive, to which Carnegie responds that he knows the book's power. He explains that after World War III, the Bible was burned, and he believes its teachings can help him control people as he builds more cities. He seeks power and aims to be a king. Understanding Carnegie's intentions, Eli refuses to give up the Bible. As Eli attempts to leave, Carnegie's men start shooting at him. Eli returns fire, and a fierce exchange ensues. He skillfully takes down the attackers, even injuring Carnegie in the leg. However, Eli eventually runs out of bullets. One of Carnegie's men aims a gun at him, but Eli is now unarmed and manages to escape. Cloudy follows him, despite Eli's objections. She insists she knows the way to a waterfall, and he reluctantly agrees. When they reach the waterfall, Eli remembers he left his glasses inside. As Cloudy goes back for them, he closes the door behind her. The waterfall is a crucial resource, especially in a world where water is worth more than gold. Carnegie controls this water, and Eli begins his journey from here. Cloudy follows, eventually encountering a girl Eli met earlier. The girl warns Cloudy to leave, but a group of robbers appears and attacks her. Eli arrives just in time, dispatching the robbers effortlessly. Cloudy then travels further with Eli, and they hear a noise. Eli instructs her to be quiet, takes out his bow and arrow, and shoots into the sky. A bird falls, having heard the sound. That night, they stop to rest, and Eli begins reading the Bible. Cloudy asks him to share some teachings. After a moment, Eli closes the Bible and shares its wisdom with her. Cloudy is captivated. It's the first time she has encountered such inspiring ideas. Eli explains that after World War III, all Bibles were burned, as people believed religion caused the war. In this world, not a single Bible remains. After the war, survivors lived underground to shield themselves from radiation, as the ozone layer had been destroyed. When they finally emerged, Eli heard a voice guiding him to a pile of stones beneath which he discovered a Bible. This voice urged him to head west, claiming the book would be safe there. For 30 years, he has traveled on foot, following this calling. The next morning, Eli and Cloudy set out again in search of water. They soon reach a house inhabited by an elderly couple who initially capture them, but Eli manages to negotiate. The couple claims to be travelers and invites Eli and Cloudy for tea. However, Eli soon realizes they are cannibals. As he prepares to leave, he discovers Carnegie and his men have arrived. Eli and Cloudy retreat inside, and the couple arms them. Outside, Carnegie demands the Bible, threatening to kill them if they refuse. Eli throws a book at him, which turns out to be a bomb. A massive explosion ensues, leading to gunfire, during which the elderly couple is killed. Carnegie's men capture Eli and Cloudy, demanding the Bible. To save Cloudy, Eli reluctantly hands it over, but they shoot him and take her away. Despite his injury, Eli survives. Meanwhile, as they transport Cloudy, she attacks the driver, causing the vehicle to flip. She escapes and sees Carnegie's crew approaching, throwing a bomb that explodes. Cloudy seizes a car and returns to the spot where Eli was, but he's gone. Realizing he headed west, she drives in that direction. Along the way, she finds Eli, gives him water, and bandages his wound. They climb into a car and continue. As they drive, Eli feels a cool breeze, sensing nearby water. They find a river, take a boat, and head to an island. There, a guard questions them. Eli mentions he possesses the last Bible in existence, prompting the guard to take them to a man. They enter a building, but the man reveals no Bibles remain, only other religious texts exist. When asked to show the Bible, Eli admits he doesn't have it, but he recalls it perfectly. Having memorized it over the years, Eli recounts every detail. Meanwhile, Carnegie discovers the Bible he acquired is locked and grows furious. He later opens it to find it contains only Braille, leading to his confusion. Back with Eli, he narrates the entire Bible to a man who writes it down. We learn Eli was born blind, using a special Bible for the blind. When reading, he closed his eyes as he had never seen. He traveled during the day, following the sun westward, with keen senses of smell and hearing. Carnegie, meanwhile, contacts Cloudy's mother, Claudia, who is blind. When she asks about Cloudy, he mentions she fled with Eli, raising her suspicions. Claudia admits she has forgotten how to read and declares Carnegie's reign is over as his men attack. Emerging from his room, he sees his belongings being searched, realizing his time has ended. Meanwhile, Eli has memorized the entire Bible, now dressed in white, resembling a religious leader. After some time, he too passes away. Cloudy then returns home, gathering her belongings to continue her journey. The story concludes here. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.